Hello student, now question answers of chapter 7 conditional statements in Java. Right, question number 1, name the different flow of control in a program. Students, what is this flow of control? Whenever you write a program, whether it is C, C++ or Java, statements in the program are executed in a certain manner. Suppose you want to calculate the area of a circle. So you will input the data for the radius, you will give the value of pi, and after that you will write the formula or the Java expression for the calculation of the area of a circle, and then it is calculated and finally it is displayed on the screen. What? Area of the circle. Means statements are being executed or going to be executed or will be executed in a sequence. Right. So that is called sequence flow of control. Now suppose there is a situation where I have to just write, if your age is less than 18, you cannot vote. You have to print that. If your age is more than or equal to 18, then you can vote. So means you have to make a choice. Either you will print you can vote, or you can print you cannot vote. So you have to make a selection, a choice, or what we call conditional programming, which we are going to discuss just now in this chapter. So that is selection flow of control. Alright. Third one is the iteration. So there are certain situations where I have to repeat a certain action or certain set of statements again and again. Alright. So repetition is there. So for that, iteration flow of control is there. Alright. So a program is either a combination of all these three or any two, or it may have either of these. Alright. So that's why flow of control is very important. Alright. So when we talk about selection flow of control, so we have here to manage the selection flow of control, two ways are there. One is the bidirectional flow of control, and the other is the multiple branching of control, that is switch statement. Alright. We'll discuss more about it. As of now, we are going to discuss the question answer. So name the different flow of control in a program. So you'll write three flow of controls in a program possible are as follows. First is sequence, second is selection, and the third is iteration. I hope everybody has a clear idea of it, right? Now we have here question number 2. Mention one statement each to achieve. First is bidirectional flow of control. So for that we have if-else statement. Alright. As I have given you the example of you can vote or you cannot vote program. Then B part, multiple branching of control. Alright. So multiple branching of control, we have switch statement. Students, all these things will be discussed in detail. As of now, you write the answers here. Explain the following statements with their constructs. So we have here nested if. We can write an if-else statement within another if-else statement. We call this nested if. Alright, now let's see the syntax. It has the following syntax. So here you can see if is combined with the condition, right, is followed by a condition. So condition 1, curly brace open. Now next if is inside this if. So this is nested if because this is the opening curly brace of this if, and now the second if is within this if. Alright, so this is what we call nesting. Now here you can see statement A and statement B. So this statement A and statement B belongs to right now this if, right? And then for this if we have got else also, statement C, statement D. Alright. So this is the beginning of this outer if block, and this is the end of the outer if block. Inside this if else is nested. Okay. After that you see here in else part, this else belongs to this if. In this else part, if this is the condition 3 or another condition, statement E, statement F, then else. This else belongs to this if nested one. Okay, there is another set of if else which is nested inside the else part of this outer if. All right. Now students, this nested if which is nested inside the else part has got else also. So statement G, statement H we have closed here, right? And then finally we have closed this else which is the outer else right now. Okay. After that students, the syntax of if else and the concept. If else statement is used to execute one set of statements when the condition is true and the other set of statement when the condition is false. It has the following syntax. So students, here we have if condition. And what is the condition? Conditional is basically the relational expression. Alright, which is used using the relational operators. And relational expression evaluates to either true or to false. Alright, so statement A and statement B. Right, and then else part, statement C, statement D. Okay, right. Now we have got if else if. Then if else if ladder construct is used to test multiple conditions and then take a decision. It provides multiple branching, right, of control. It has the following syntax. So if condition, else if condition, else if condition, else statement. So it's not that complex as it appears here. You just remember two components, if condition, and you will see everywhere if condition, if condition, if condition. You keep on writing. All right, last one is else. When no condition is satisfied, then the control comes to else. All right students, so here what I want to specify how to remember it easily. Just follow the pattern if condition, if condition, if condition means any number of conditions you are having, so you can always write that condition with the if. All right, now once this task is over, then what you do, before every if except the first if, you write else. Here else, this also else, this is also else. All right, now if condition is there and if it is true, then something has to be executed. That is what statement. So after every if we have a condition, and after that you can write statement, 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 statement. So always remember this format. All right, okay. So I hope everybody has the clear idea of this now. Okay, so if else if we have if else, that is the simplest one. And one more thing I want to clarify here, students. Suppose you write a program and you don't write else, so that is also fine. Why else is important? Because if a condition is not satisfied, then some message must be there on the screen. All right, that's important, right? Suppose you write a program that a particular number is even or not. So even or not, that means you have to write if number mod 2 equals to 0, that means number is even. Else you have to write it is odd. But suppose you have to just print the number is even. So what you will do here, if number mod 2 equals to 0, system.out.println, that will be your statement. Inside that parenthesis of println, you will write what? You will write number is even, and that's it. So it's not necessary or mandatory every time you write if, so you have to write else also. But this is the good format, because if a condition is not satisfied, then this block, if block, will not be executed, so control will be transferred to else part. All right, I hope you have the clear idea of if, else if, and nested if also. Right, now we have a question, differentiate between if and switch statements. So following are the difference between if and switch statement. Switch can only test for equality, right? Uh, Second means first difference for the now if can test for any boolean expression. All right, because when you write switch only equality works, but here with the if you can write less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to is also means equality is also included, not equal to. So all the things are possible with if. This is one very important difference. Second, switch tests the same expression against the constant values, right? If else if ladder can use different expressions involving unrelated variables. Alright, this second difference. After that, switch expression must only evaluate to byte, short, int, char, string or enum. Third, for the if does not have such limitation. Now last, very important, switch statement will run much faster than the equivalent program written using the if else if ladder. Alright, so remember these differences and always write in the form of table. Alright, tabulate that will be better. Now students, after that, what is the purpose of switch statement in a program? Now students, switch statement in a program is used for multi-way branch, or then it compares its expression to multiple case values for equality and executes the case whose value is equal to the expression of switch. If none of the cases match, default case is executed. If default case is absent, then none of the statement from switch are executed. I'm repeating, switch statement in a program is used for multi-way branching. It compares its expression to multiple cases values for equality, right? And executes the case whose value is equal to the expression of switch. If none of the cases match, default case is executed. If default case is absent, then none of the statements from the switch are executed. Thanks everyone.